And later that day, I had really bad pains in the back right side, just like cold sweats sitting at the office. And I was like, I probably should go to the urgent care. This ain't good. So I go to the urgent care and, had some kidney problems. Ended up putting my body in ketosis for whatever that means. Unknowingly, unwillingly.
What?
Yeah.
And welcome to the Barggianos podcast. My name is Chuck. I am your hostess with the leastest, and with me, as always,
Matt.
Matt. How you feeling, buddy?
Doing all right?
Yeah.
I'm ready for a drink.
Are you? What are you drinking there, Matt?
Blood orange Powerade.
All right. You want to tell the audience why we're not drinking an alcoholic beverage tonight for yourself?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, it's time for a drink. So every time we ring that bell on this show, it's time for a drink. Cheers. It's good.
Nice. Blood orange Powerade.
Blood orange.
I think that's what it's called. Something like that. I don't know.
I still see your remnants of last night.
Yeah.
You want to tell what happened last night when you were trying to squirt your Mio juices into your stainless steel cup there?
Yeah. So I was drinking some Mio and water last night as we were enjoying some sports activities on the TV. And as I'm spraying my Mio, it must have hit an ice cube incorrectly and went everywhere as I'm spraying it. Like face, shirt, table, the booth, just all kinds of wetness.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was, I was kind of praying you to, I had a white t-shirt on and I was sitting there thinking, oh no, I look over it and luckily just you got, all destroyed. So
yeah, I got a facial from the Mio. That's nice. It's fantastic.
Looked over and Matt just taking off his clothes.
Yeah, I know.
I think you did it on purpose, but
That's crazy.
Who am I to judge?
Yeah. So, 70 something episodes in and, my first time without a alcoholic beverage. Doctors got me medicated.
What's going on?
Let's say I'm not going to be a nutritionist anytime soon. I don't know if it's something else or that, but like we're getting older and we got to, go to the doctor and make sure we get our blood work checked and, everything like that. And, I did my annual checkup and, my cholesterol levels were less than favorable. Pretty high.
How unfavorable?
I think I might get this wrong, but like my HDL, I think that's the bad cholesterol was like 385.
Okay. So pretty high.
Pretty high. I think you're supposed to be like, I don't know, 180, 200.
Ooh.
Like that's like the high mark of good.
You're more of a man because you have higher cholesterol.
And my good cholesterol was like really low. That was like 27. I think it's supposed to be at 40.
Okay.
So I did that, and me being the stubborn guy that I am, said, I'll fix this. I'll go, hard and fast. So I changed my diet when the doctor said, hey, it's probably good to cut out some, sugars in the carbs and things like that. I don't eat terrible as it is. I eat like a normal American. I don't eat a lot of pizza because I can't have cheese. But I do eat a fair share of red meat and pork, and I think you just like stuff.
I like sticking,
yeah. But I don't think I eat terrible, so I just said, I'm going to do a 360 and really change my diet, and said, I'm going to eat chicken breast and turkey and vegetables and a little bit of rice.
That sounds great. What's wrong with that?
Apparently that's not good. So
why is it not good?
I don't know, because you're supposed to have some sort of carbohydrates. So unintentionally.
So you completely cut out carbs.
All except for rice. I was eating some fruit like apples or, a little bit of strawberry, but not very much. Like I would make a fruit salad and chop it up and put it in a cup. It'd have like one apple and, some blueberries and strawberries. And that would last me all week.
Okay. So what happened? Keep going.
So one day, I woke up not feeling so well. And
what didn't it feel well? Like
I
symptoms?
felt a little nauseous.
Okay. Dizzy?
No, just like I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't throw up. And I always tell my kids when they're not feeling well for school, like get up, get moving, get something to eat, probably feel a little bit better. So I took my own advice and, got up, got a little bit of something to eat. Wasn't really feeling any better. Took my temperature, had no temperature, taking a little drive into the day job that actually pays my bills. And I'm like, man, I still don't feel good. So I am going to stop by Walgreens and buy a
pregnancy test.
Yes. And I think Monistat. Okay. Yeah. So, so I bought a COVID and flu test and, did it in the very sanitary environment of my car. And didn't have, COVID or flu. And I will tell you, I got my blood work done like 2 weeks prior. And I also did a urine test there, which I was shocked about when I did my annual physical. And I had no protein in my urine 2 weeks prior.
Man.
So, whether, I had some underlying circumstances or, my great nutritional decisions put my body in shock and been fucked up. So
there you go. Yeah, we got new sound effects. Wow, are you okay now or?
I'm cautiously optimistic. It's been a little roller coaster. You saw me last night, less energetic, I guess you can say. The energy level's a little down.
Were you on some meds?
Yeah, still on some meds. I feel like I'm 107 years old with all the meds I'm taking. So shout out to the guy who said I like meds. Like, I don't even know what I'm taking anymore.
So just to clarify the audience, you're giving a shout out to your drug dealer?
Yeah. The guy who commented, videos
I'm sorry.
ago.
Yes. There was a while back, and they said, I guess Matt doesn't smile as much as I do, and they said the other guy looks like he's on drugs. Yes. They were referring to you. And
yes.
That was just your regular Matt face. I think it's delightful. But yeah, so now you were just doing that to prove that gentleman correct.
Correct.
So you're pretty much saying you do anything to please our fans.
Yeah, please the audience. Yeah, you are correct, sir.
I think that's right.
So I've been... the doctor did give me, because I was having back spasms, and I will tell you, I went and I have a chiropractor. I've done 4 adjustments in the last 2 weeks. I've done dry needling. I've done like that acupuncture where they put the pads and the needles. I've done like a 50-minute full stretch to try to help my body out. So all this shit I did for 2 weeks was, obviously, proof's in the pudding, unhealthy for me. So eat like shit. That's the moral of the story. Like, fuck everything else. So I haven't been drinking for over 2 weeks, but I'm down like 15 pounds. That's good, right? That's great.
But it's a combination of the not drinking and you don't know the original. How much weight did you lose originally? Right when you start feeling bad, like, because you said you were hitting it pretty hard. You said you were walking and stuff, like exercising?
Yeah. So I was walking a minimum of a mile a day. That doesn't sound much, right? But it's like,
but if you're not used to doing it,
every day I went out there and walked a mile. Now I'm around a lot of stuff and run, quite frequently. But so it was either walk a mile or I'd walk like 2 miles every day. Ever since I got the results until I felt like shit.
Let me ask you a question, because it's summertime now. Was it extremely hot when you start walking?
No, because I would do it either very early in the morning or really late at night.
The reason I'm asking is I'm saying just being dehydrated on top of everything else you're doing to yourself.
It could have, and when I took my morning walks, runs, because I would get up and go out there at 5:15, 5:30 in the morning.
Okay, so that shouldn't be a factor.
Yeah, and actually, when I got out there, some mornings it was dreadful getting out of bed, but I'm like, man, it feels fucking good.
I told you, as a runner, it's a pain in the butt to do, but when you get into it, you start, I won't say looking forward to, but the energy, you hop out of bed,
I just like pop in my earphones, whether I want to listen to our podcast over, while walking, or listen to some music or some jams and walk around. And I never realized how shitty some of the houses are in our neighborhood. Holy moly. Like, someone down the street from here is missing a window.
like no glass.
I have a picture. Oh, my phone's hooked up. I can't.
No.
But we'll show the picture right here.
Okay.
But yeah, they're missing a window in their house, and I'm like, this is unreal. But yeah, I'm starting to feel better. Cautiously optimistic. Still, the energy level's a little lower. Following up frequently with my doctor, and I have a fantastic, primary care physician who's just like real person. Like, he even told me when I told him I'm going to hit it hard and fast, he said, don't hit it hard and fast. Do something that's sustainable long term. So he didn't understand my hard and fast.
Yeah. Knowing you, we're being serious now. And again, a lot of men are like this. You want to solve a problem and solve it quickly. And I know your time is not more valuable, but less time. So your brain's probably like, let me just do the most I can do right now, take care of this, and we'll be done with it. In reality, like you said, you got to gradually make those changes, because your body basically went into shock, saying, what are you doing? Why are you taking all this away from me? And I need a piece of bread. All these weird things. But yeah. So how about you, audience? Has anyone ever put their own body into ketosis?
Well, that's what the keto diet does, right?
I'm not ever been on that, but yeah, isn't that when you're fasting, you put your body in ketosis?
I don't know. I've known people who have done the keto diet, and again, obviously, audience, I am not a nutritionist, but I've read about the keto diet, and I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking diet I've ever heard. Like, how is this healthy for you? And obviously, I did it to myself, and
how about you, audience? If you've ever been on the keto diet, let us know, how does that work, and what was your results? Did you enjoy it, or was it something that was not for you?
Or, audience, if you got high cholesterol like me, like, what'd you do to solve it? Like, help me out.
If you want to see future episodes of the Barggianos podcast with Matt, please send in your health advice. That'd be great.
Yeah. And if you want to see our past episodes, where can they go and watch our past episodes?
Well, that's funny you ask, Matt. Thanks for asking. Yeah, if you guys like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, you can check out every episode of the Barggianos podcast on YouTube for absolutely free in 4K by going to youtube.com/@Barggianos.
And if you want to buy the merch...
That's a good question, too. I'm glad you're throwing these questions at me. Yeah, if you guys want to check out some Barggianos merch, as Matt's displaying right there, you sexy model, you can go to shop.barggianos.com.
That's shop.barggianos.com in case, you missed Chuck Stumble there.
Yes, I'm still slurring from last night.
Yeah.
It's okay. But you're the one not drinking. You should be doing all these promos.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
You're drinking water and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's great liquid. Getting my electrolytes back in me. Like,
what else have you done to, self-diagnosed yourself? Anything else that you can think of?
Self-diagnosed?
I'll just be like, oh, this will fix the problem. I know people that will do really crazy. How about this? You ever done fad diets? You know that term, fad?
Yeah.
It's like, do you ever follow one of these things like your Atkins diet, or there was a meat diet? I know, my brother-in-law Jojo, who's been on the show many times. He does a lot of these different ones, and he did one. It was completely meat.
Carnivore diet.
Yeah. I don't know. This was years, almost before I even heard of that. It was right when it came out. And I remember for one of his birthdays, he made a bacon cake. And it was all bacon, straight bacon, and everyone, that's all he wanted. It was just meat, because that's all he could eat at the time. And I was like, I don't think that's good for me, but whatever. So, but have you ever been on any kind of those diets like that?
No, I've never done diets. I've always been fortunate enough to where my metabolism's been high enough. If I needed to lose, 5-10 pounds, I lose 5-10 pounds in a few weeks.
We were talking last night with it was Hammer, his wife, Hurricane Gertie, many names, and then we were talking about Bex. But anyway, they were talking about how the husbands can do one little thing to lose weight, and they're sitting there saying, we're struggling, we're changing this, we're getting older as women, we can't, we just can't lose the pounds. And then they said their husband was like, oh, I just quit drinking soda.
Yeah,
I lost 60 pounds. And they're that's nice, that's fantastic. But
I think that's what my health problems aside, I'm a huge coffee drinker. Probably a pot a day is what I was drinking.
Black, or you got cream and
Black. I can't do cream. I'm lactose intolerant.
that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's do it on the show.
But black coffee I'd start the day out in a glass like this with like 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then put coffee, and then continue to refill my coffee throughout the day, and then by the end of the day it'd be black. I've restricted myself to I'll say 64 ounces is probably like a 32 ounce,
That's a lot of coffee.
I wouldn't even say 64 ounces anymore, because when it gets down to here, it's about too cold. So then I just top it off. But yeah, so I was probably drinking more than 2 of these cups at work.
Again, I don't know health wise of that, but that seems like a lot of coffee.
Yeah, it's probably way too much coffee. So
The caffeine.
Yeah.
I can imagine with the caffeine of that. I guess your body's so used to.
yeah, it's like, an alcoholic that drinks so much beer, like they need 6 beers to warm up. Like,
Man.
yeah, so I've cut that down quite a bit. I wasn't a huge soda drinker, but I'd dabble in soda for, lunch, 2-3 times a week, whatever.
Sure.
I'd have 1 soda. Maybe for dinner, I'd have 1 soda. I've had 1 soda in the last, 3 weeks.
That's good.
So I think
Very,
that's
very addicting. So
yeah, and I think that helps with the weight too. I've cut out all except for the sugars in my coffee. I've cut out all sugars, obviously, and the carbs too.
that's a hard one to do. I mean, I struggle with soda. I usually have a soda with each meal. Let's do like maybe 2 a day, maybe 1 a day. But I make a rule not to have a soda as a snack. And I also make a big one is if you ever go out to like fast food, to never take a refill with you.
Okay.
And that sounds simple and like whatever, but that's a real bad habit to get into, because like, let's say a McDonald's soda, one of my favorites, the Coke, like a whole like large Coke is like almost the equivalent calories of like a meal to fill you up.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, audience, so you can roast me, but I mean, if you drink a whole soda, you're not gonna be hungry for a couple hours. So it's kind of like if you get out of the habit of keep doing that with refills, it's just that little bit of thing. My thing in life is it's not about like your fad diets or just totally cutting myself off. I try to do the better decision and do it little by little. So, eat the best you can do. But if I'm going to go out and eat something bad, maybe eat less or half of one, or, what I mean? Like, so you're still enjoying yourself, but it's hard to do because you have that constant, like, well, I could just have another one and maybe get a refill while I'm here. And so you really got to struggle with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I found, because I'll be a chip or snack eater. And when I was doing my fantastic diet, I found that carrots would fill me up pretty fast.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would just grab a handful of carrots out of the fridge and eat carrots, and that would suffice it. And maybe it's because it's got a lot of water in there too.
I don't like any vegetables that are hot. I only like vegetables that, well, I don't want to say like vegetables, but can eat them if they're raw.
Well, that's what I was eating, was raw carrots.
I'm just saying,
out of
like,
the fridge.
You're saying carrots like that.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but like spinach, lettuce, salad, that's fine. But if you put that in like a steam or, no, get that away from me.
Yeah, I like my broccoli in the oven.
I wish I liked broccoli. Never liked broccoli.
Yeah, I just hate when I burp broccoli up. It's terrible.
I was like a grown adult before I ever tried asparagus, and I didn't realize it makes your pee smell.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know that?
No.
Oh man, so
I didn't realize that.
We went to like Mexico, and it was like really good. They like toasted it or whatever the hell they did.
Yeah.
It tasted delicious. I'm like, I'll try that. It was pretty good. Anyway, later on, I'm like, man, what's going on? And then my wife's like, yeah, don't you know asparagus makes your pee smell?
Oh.
I go, I did not know that. I never eat it, and it's very strange.
You thought you picked up some disease in Mexico?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was hanging around you for too long.
I'm glad you figured out it was just asparagus.
Well, anyway, Matt, we are glad you are feeling better. We're going to look for a future health update on the next episode of the Barggianos podcast. But all jokes aside, I'm laughing. But I was concerned for you, so I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. But how about we switch subjects? I got something for you.
But I think next episode might be, my math is off here, but that might be 4th of July episode or 2 episodes. We're really close.
Yeah, we got the 4th of July episode coming up, so that's always a fun one.
Yeah.
That was our biggest, I believe our biggest reel ever.
Yeah, when I almost blew up my hand.
Yeah,
so,
talking about M80s.
Yeah, join us for the 4th of July episode. We like to blow stuff up around here, so probably be a little bit live on 4th of July too.
Yeah, hopefully. we've been slacking on the live part. We've been busy, but
Yeah.
trying to get back to that and stuff. But
So if you're watching us from Facebook, please do us a favor. Hit like, hit follow on Facebook. We need some more followers on Facebook so we can go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So we'd love for you guys to join us on the platform you like. So please hit that subscribe button or follow, whatever it is on Facebook.
yeah, listen to Matt. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got something. We're going to change the subject here. So Matt's doing great. That's great. We got some fan mail.
Okay.
Fan mail question, I should say.
Yeah.
So I was going to pull this up for you. I
Okay.
have not even peeked at it. I kind of like just made sure it was made any sense, but I like when Matt reads them.
All right. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. So, audience, I haven't really seen this either. Chuck let me browse it real quick and then took the electronic devices away. So, please excuse my reading. But here's the question. Comes from a female, anonymous. One of her best friends only wants to talk about themselves all the time. She said, I noticed it one day, and now that's all I think about. They never ask about my life or seem to want to know anything about me or what's going on with me unless I bring it up first. How do I tell them that they are doing this and that it's starting to bother me?
Ooh. You ever been there before? I've been there before. I've been on both sides of that. When I was younger, I had hard times with this. But, yeah, that can definitely be an issue. So let's just recap that. So the young lady sending that in said that her friend only wants to talk about herself, and she wants to find a way on basically to fix that. So her friend will ask her about herself as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think the only thing you can do in that one is have a very uncomfortable, direct conversation. I think it needs to come from not a text, not an email, just a brief, hey, I've noticed this. I wanted to say, hey, I still love you. We're besties, but this has been on my mind. And I just, I don't want this to affect our friendship. But at the same time, I feel like it's a one-way street. And, maybe that would open some doors. And it could go two ways. Maybe the girl would be like, hey, I had no idea. Oh, my God, I feel so bad. Or maybe they're like, no, I don't. I don't know. And then maybe you don't need that friend. I don't know. But what do you think?
I think sometimes in fan mail, I have more questions than answers.
Yes.
How long has this been going on? Did you just start realizing? How long have you been friends? Have you had, is she having some issue going on in her life that she just needs to vent? But I'll just take it at face.
The way I took it, I'm taking it as that's probably a constant thing. I've had friends like that where they don't want to, they'll tell you about their day and then walk away.
Yeah. So that's what I'll take it at as face value is that, they've been friends for a while and, it's strange that this person is just recognizing that, hey, all she's doing is talking about herself. But like you, I would say to have a direct conversation, seeing what's going on. Maybe she's oblivious. Maybe she doesn't know. But there are people out there that are super, super high on themselves that, it's like, look at me. And, when they're around their closest friends, they want to brag about themselves because they don't get the time with what I'll call general population. Mm-hmm. They don't get that time to speak. So I would just have the conversation with her and see what's going on. I mean, girls are different than guys too. Like I could be like, hey, Chuck, you talk too much. And then you just shut the fuck up for 2 days and then you don't talk and then you're back to normal. So
then I poison my friend, put him in ketosis.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think it's more difficult for girls. And I just think the conversations, I look at Dave, myself, Joel, and Ryan, and we can tell each other to fuck off and be very honest and direct. And then we're fine. But not everybody has that open line of communication. So
I've actually experienced this with people before. So it's probably quite a while ago, but it would be a situation where you'd be like, hey, how was your weekend? How, whatever's going on. And they would tell me from the moment they got up to pee that morning, to brushing their teeth, to everything in their day, to the time they got, back to see me, they would tell me everything. And then I'm like, oh, that's great. Listen to everything. And then they would just like literally walk away when they were done. And I remember, I'm not really a friend of this person anymore, coincidentally, but I remember being like, wow, that's kind of, not that I need to tell you about my day, but it seemed kind of rude coming off like that.
Yeah.
But I can relate with this question because it would be more like, hey, let's, go a two-way street. But also you want to be in a friendship that you want to hear what's going on with the other person.
Right.
At least that's me. I don't hang around people that I don't find interesting. And I mean, I have a hard time with that because sometimes I'm not gonna say I'm the life of the party, but people will like, I don't know, just I'll be on. People will start laughing, and there's people I've hung around. I'm like, I don't really want to hang out with them anymore because I'm bored. Like I'm not getting anything out of that conversation. They're great, nice individuals, but I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm not having any fun whatsoever. So I think when you get older, when you're more of an adult, you can cut those people out of your lives and you don't feel so bad about it. When you're younger, you're trying to please everybody, make everybody happy.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're out of my life.
Yeah. I've been around the people where I relate that is everybody knows that one person that always has a better story than the story that's just been told. So I can be like, hey, I just went to Las Vegas and I went and saw, Wizard of Oz. And they're like, well, I went to Las Vegas and I saw Wizard of Oz and Cirque du Soleil and this. And, they always try to.
Upping your story.
Yeah. Try to one up the story. I've been around several people like that. And it's just crazy to me. I don't know. I'm a pretty cocky and arrogant guy in a joking way when I'm around my close friends. But outside in the real life, I think I'm pretty humble.
Yeah. No, I think. I don't know. I'm both ways. When I was younger, I was more like that, and I was oblivious. I mean, I just didn't know better. But I try when I get older, try to read the room more, if you will. But I mean, I'm sure I'm still a little bit guilty of it. But I'm just more I don't know if you know this, Matt, but I like to talk. Yeah, I'm a talker. They call that in the industry a talker.
That's a fun fact I didn't know about you.
I did. Fun fact of the day. But yeah, so it was always harder for me. But even now, I catch myself where I want to up a story, not on purpose, and I'm like, no, I don't need to up a story. I don't even need to tell them about that.
Right.
Let me hear about their day and let them be excited, and let me do that. So I don't know. I think that's an age thing as well. Not every time, but I mean, again, I like to know how old this woman is with more circumstances. But again, if I was you, I would have a direct conversation in person. Maybe go have a cocktail. Get yourself a glass of wine and say, hey, I really value our friendship. Something I've noticed lately, and bring it to the person's attention. And hopefully they'll be feeling like, wow, I didn't know this, and everything will be fine. So it might make your friendship a little bit better.
And their audience, you have it. Your best advice from your hostess with the leastest, Chuck.
Ding.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So we're getting into the deep root of summertime, like fun, 4th of July.
Yeah.
Blowing hands up.
What, blow what?
Hands up.
Oh, they said hand job.
Yeah. No, hands up.
Blow hands up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we talked about it last time. I wasn't the only one in this household probably right now that blew their hand up. Just saying, you got to teach your kids fireworks safety here.
We got some. I think we'll figure out something fun here. And I got a couple ideas for the show, so definitely be on the lookout for this future 4th of July. Probably the next episode.
Yeah, and then hopefully we got some big news coming. We're trying to settle out a date to have some guests on the show.
Yeah,
which will be very, very fun. A little bit out of our element, but we'll figure it out. We're pretty creative guys. So I'm pretty stoked for that. We just got to settle on a date. We've been like, what about the worst timing for us? Like everything going on with me, deep in the summer, people on vacations, things going on.
Yeah,
so
I was on vacation. Let's just say everything's been a blur lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a great time. We just trying to nail down the date. So stay tuned for that because I think that's a pretty big announcement. And
speaking of Matt's poor health, hopefully we're still going to do Power Hour at some point. So, Matt, are you still in for that?
I thought you were retired.
No, I still got to do it.
I mean, is there an expiration date? Because
it's been a long time.
You've been talking about this for 56 episodes now.
It's like a little birdie. It just sits there. It's going to happen. I got a couple. I like to do at least one big, quote unquote, big summer show, like we did last year, the 999 challenge.
Yeah.
So it just the problem with those episodes is we have regular day jobs, so it takes a lot more planning to get these, and not just planning on our part, but getting people together, finding a day that works for everybody. So I know everybody wants to do it. It's just a matter of I want to find a good day that it's going to work.
And a day job, and you're getting older, and you have to recover.
I mean, I'd be careful who you're calling old right now, but
Yeah.
I'm fine right now. I'm working. I'm not in ketosis.
I'm not in ketosis anymore.
Are we saying that right? Is it ketosis?
I have no idea. Audience, let us know. I'm sure someone will blast us like they blast us about everything else. So
I got it. I like the favorite comment we got today. They're making fun of me. So
yeah, your AI.
Yeah, our covers were. Didn't call me a hack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called you a hack.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I think hack is an upgrade from a cuckold. But I mean, we could probably have a full episode talking about comments.
It depends which way you look at that. I mean, if it could be a negative or a comment, a pro. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather be called a hack than a cuckold. It's just me. Audience, what would you rather be called, a hack or a cuckold?
And coming soon to the shop.Barggianos website, we just going to have a Matt shirt. So what was it? I'd rather be a hack than a cuckold.
Yeah.
And it's going to have a picture of Matt. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Like a clown again? Like maybe? I mean, it's good. Did you ever take that down?
No, of course not. You still buy that. I have that shirt.
God.
I still got to wear the shirt.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is your swag today? I'm disappointed.
I know. I gotta wear some. I was trying to save it for a good event. I never end up wearing anything. So I need to just throw that sucker on and represent the clown Matt, if you will.
I think it'd be too late to put some 4th of July stuff out there.
Yeah.
We didn't think about that.
Yeah, I thought about that too earlier. Again, day jobs. We'll get there. We just got to figure these timing things out. And our month has been June's a crazy month.
Yeah.
Vacations and everything else. So
I'm hoping in July it's a little bit more relaxing, but I still got a trip planned in July, a trip planned in August, I think a trip in November, like just traveling around the nation. Here we go.
More importantly, how do you spell cuckold for the shirt? So I'll have to figure that out.
I don't know. Audience, how do you spell cuckold? Like we can get all this good advice from the audience.
Let me ask you a question. Would you wear a shirt that said cuckold on it? I mean,
no.
Is it worth it? I think you might have to.
No.
Okay. And do you want is it the shirt going to be your whole face, or is it going to be like a part of your face?
I think they called you the cuckold, so I think your face needs to go on the shirt.
I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I can put the word cuckold. It's got to have an O in there. So the O, I'll put your face in there.
Oh, okay.
That'll be Matt's O face.
Just like that? Can you screenshot that?
Yes. It'll look just like that.
Yeah.
So coming soon to the Barggianos merch shop, a cuckold shirt of Matt. So.
Yeah. Not quite. I'm out. I'll like mic drop and be done.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we got this new sound effect board. So be on the lookout for these fancy new sound effects coming. So got some laughter, all these kind of fun things. The show's really been upgraded as of late.
Yeah,
it's getting
except for the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got new soundboards, new microphones coming soon. Maybe you're on payroll now, so it's crazy.
Yes, I said if we get to episode 100, we'll get new mics. How about that?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna get the nicest mic out there, just because I want to be a little bit bougie in a basement bar with guys drinking Bud Light.
At least I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
You're drinking water with some Kool-Aid in there.
yeah, electrolytes.
Did you ever try your pineapple Kool-Aid?
I did not.
No.
Do they make that?
Remember we talked about that? It was a couple episodes ago.
Oh,
the trending thing.
Yeah. So there was a lady actually selling that on Marketplace.
I took a screenshot. Maybe I'll put it right here.
Like, that's unbelievable. First of all, and as I'm searching that, so I love Filipino egg rolls. I don't know if you've ever had them. Lumpia. When I started searching that, there were people selling food straight out of their house that would deliver it to you. And I'm like, on Facebook Marketplace, like, who is going to do that? Like, maybe, obviously, there are some people out there buying this stuff, or people wouldn't be out there.
It's still a little weird. You can buy a toolbox, a basketball hoop, and some noodles from Facebook Market. I'm thinking,
I know. Like, I am out on buying food from someone else's house. Like, I am not a buffet eater. I am not a potluck eater. None of that. I'm germaphobe. I don't need anybody standing over a buffet, sneezing, wiping their nose, grabbing the tongs and spoon, and like putting the chicken on their plate so I can go right after them and do the same thing. Like, it's so disgusting to me.
You love it. You love it. All right.
Yeah. Germs are gross. Gross.
I won't even eat like food at work. It could be like someone bring like steaks in and like, oh, this was cake or cupcakes from last night, and then or something, and like you eat it, and then 20 minutes later they're like, yeah, it was for my kid's 3rd birthday party, and there's all these cupcakes. I'm like, how many fingers am I?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's why I don't do potlucks at work either. I don't trust anybody's houses. I'll do potlucks with you guys because
sure,
I know the environment we're in. But like strange people bringing in food, like even if I go to parties, I guess like if I were to go to a Super Bowl party outside of my element, I'm barely eating. There's no way.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. If it's not in the kitchen, that's licensed guys coming to approve and check out. I'm good. I don't need all that.
Just give me some cheeseless pizza and I'll be good.
They call that bread. All right, Matt. Well, I think we said it all tonight. Matt, appreciate you coming down. I hope you are feeling better. Hope your day gets to be more improved. I hope Matt gets off some drugs soon. I want to thank Matt's drug dealer for supplying with the thirstiest, merciest drugs in the world. So.
Yeah, that would be my primary care physician.
Yeah. So anyway, if everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like and subscribe button. And also be on the lookout. I believe 4th of July is coming up next. So it's going to be a fun one. So with anything else for that, Matt, we good? Do you need to add anything to this?
I'm good.
Conversation.
Cheers.
All right, buddy. With that, Barggianos out. Cheers.